Hello, hello. All right. Give me just a second. I'm going to go live on Instagram as well. Let's see here. All right, cool. I think we are live everywhere. Awesome. Hello, hello. All right. Well, we are testing something new today. I felt so inspired to start going live again more frequently, and for those of you who have maybe been part of the She Sells community for any amount of time now, you may have been. Let me know in the comments actually, if you were part of like some of the original live streams that we would do back in the day. And I used to do a lot of those and then have taken, like, I'd say a bit of a pause, a bit of a break, and recently have been feeling so inspired to start coming back online more and sharing with you more specifically principles from Think and Grow Rich, that helped me create some really incredible quantum leaps in my life. And so if you're joining on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, pop me a comment. Let me know you're here. If you're on Instagram, hey, Erin. Hey, Sierra. So good to see you. Um, we're going to do this as an experiment today. We're on the road. If you've been following along on my journey, I shared that we found out, oh my gosh, not even 2 weeks ago. Oh, Rita, hi, good to see you. Hello, hello. We found out not even 2 weeks ago that my husband, Jason, was admitted into medical school in Maine, and we've been living in North Carolina. So it's like a 17-hour drive between the two spots. And when he found out, he had 4 days to be on campus and to relocate. So he's up in Maine. The boys and I have been in North Carolina, but we came up this week to join him. And so I'm here right now without childcare. So I've got my little guy Luke here with me, and then Jack is in the room. We're gonna roll with it. I usually do live streams or content when I make sure that I can be fully focused just on this, but I didn't want to let this stop me from showing up for you. So with that, lighting not the best. I don't know how the audio is, but we're going to do this. And I think that's one of the things that's really, really important with these concepts that we're going to talk about in this Think and Grow Rich live stream series is like making sure that you're showing up for yourself, showing up for your purpose. Um, no matter whether the circumstances are perfect for that or not. So today I want to just take a moment and introduce what we're doing, why we're doing it. I want to share what I think is this really powerful concept from Think and Grow Rich for you. And, in the past, when I've done a lot of like live stream series, I've had very consistent, these are the days, these are the times. And I think that's very ideal. I also think that that's not always realistic. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to show up as much as I possibly can and as often as I possibly can for you with these principles because they make such a big difference. And I want to share from the heart, but I'm not going to promise I'm going to be a certain time every single day because sometimes life does not permit that. But I'm going to show up as much and as often as I can sharing these principles with you. So, hey, Justin. Hey, Kelly. Oh, I love seeing my people hop on. All right. So we're talking about principles from Think and Grow Rich. And a lot of you may already know my story. If you don't, I'll just share very briefly why I'm so passionate about bringing these to you. I am someone who may be like you, and let me know in the comments or give me a heart if you're live, or shoot a comment if you're watching the replay, if you can relate to this. Good morning, Kelly. I had built up by my mid 20s, I'd really built up the life and the business that like I thought I was supposed to be happy and successful. And I found myself having created a life and a career that on the outside looked really, really good. 6-figure income, nice house, nice car, all the things. But on the inside was struggling so much with anxiety, fear. I had an eating disorder. I was in a really not great relationship. And no matter what I did, and this is part of why I'm so passionate now about helping people have a financial quantum leap, no matter what I did, I couldn't break past a certain earnings threshold. And for me, it was the low 6-figure mark. When I started studying and learning the principles that I want to bring to you in this live stream series and from Think and Grow Rich, I went from having been stuck at the same level for over a decade, spinning, felt like I was stuck in a box, stuck on a hamster wheel, couldn't break through to the next level of success, to in 6 weeks, quantum leaping my annual income into my monthly income. I also made a lot of really powerful transformations in health. I healed the eating disorder, um, shifted a lot of things relationship wise. And part of that was a journey that was beyond those 6 weeks. But the financial quantum leap specifically was a 6 week process. And it blew my mind so much that I was like, I cannot believe it is possible to quantum leap this much. But it is when you apply the principles that we're going to be talking about here. I hope my bandwidth is okay. I'm in a hotel right now, so I'm not sure how the bandwidth is on the internet. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's okay. Rita's saying, love your live stream deep dives. I'm so glad. Yeah, I was thinking last week about like, when have I brought the most value to our community? And Passy down. Like I said, things are going to happen. When have I brought the most value to our community? I think it really is through doing these live streams as much as possible. So that's why I want to come back. So I'm going to be going through Think and Grow Rich with you here in these live streams, because these are the things that truly created the quantum leap for me financially. And so I want to share them with you. And today, what I want to share is this quote from the very beginning of the book. I've got it down next to me. He says, success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. So just listening to that again, success comes to those who become success conscious. Failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. So if you are looking for a career, a life, a money quantum leap, and again, let me know in the comments or give me a heart if you're here live, if that's you, the first thing you have to pay attention to is what you're paying attention to. So what are you giving your awareness to? And I think this is so key. This is something I work on with my clients all the time. And it's something I work on in my own life too, is looking at where am I shifting my focus? And I had a client this morning. We've got this incredible mastermind called the 50K Club. That's for women who are looking to scale to multi 6 and 7 figures. And one of the women in there, we've got a shared Marco Polo channel. One of the women in there, hey Jack, okay, just a few minutes, sweetheart. I told you this is going to be a like off the beaten path live stream. I'm doing childcare and I'm doing this live stream at the same time. So we're going to roll with it. But one of the members of our mastermind shared that she was realizing how powerful the story she told herself was. And that if she wanted a different result, all she had to do was tell herself a different story. So to that point, this quote here, success comes to those who become success conscious and failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. It's all about, what are you conscious to? So I want you to look at your own circumstances and look at what you're paying attention to. Are you paying attention in your own life to the successes and to the wins? Because if you do, you'll receive more of those. Or are you paying attention to the things that feel like failures, the things that feel like times when you messed up? And by the way, there is no failure. There's only feedback. I think that's so important to remember as well. So just remembering that piece, no failure, only feedback. But if you want more success, you've got to shift your focus to more success. You've got to look to, what are the areas in my life where I am successful? What's the narrative that I'm telling about this particular event? Maybe you have an event that's felt like a failure, but again, it's because we're not having the highest possible perspective of what's possible with it. So we want to shift to, how did I learn? What did I grow? In what ways did I grow? What am I being invited to do differently for a different result? Like, I'm going to take this live stream and I'm going to say, okay, what am I going to do differently? I'm going to have a backup Passy, because if this week I'm committed to doing these, but I don't have childcare, I'm going to make sure that I've got, that I've got the things I need to be successful with it. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, that was a success because I showed up. No matter what, I still showed up. So that's where I want you to start, is looking at, what am I paying attention to? And something else that is incredibly, incredibly important and powerful is keeping a list of successes for yourself. So your self-concept will determine your results. I think this is critical to remember. If you see yourself as a successful person, you're going to have more successes. If you see yourself as a person who has a lot of failures, you're going to experience more things that feel like failures. All right. It's all about your attention and the power of your awareness. So, one of my favorite things that I do that makes a huge impact is at the end of the day, noticing where did I succeed and actually making a list. And I'll do it like looking at myself in the mirror, or I'll write notes about it. But I want to make sure that I'm constantly and consciously shifting my focus to where I am showing up and being successful, and in what ways I was successful throughout the day. And then from there, if there was something that felt like a failure or felt like it didn't go the way I wanted, that's okay. What did I learn that I'm going to adjust and do differently next time? But I'm not going to put all my energy into it, right? Like he says, failure comes to those who indifferently allow themselves to become failure conscious. So we want to make sure that we're not putting our energy and attention into the things that feel like failures. Rather, we're putting our energy and attention into the things that feel like successes, and changing the narrative of the experiences of our days to be one of success. And it's all about the story you tell yourself. So with that, my friends, I think this is probably the amount of time that I can get for this live stream today. We're going to be doing these consistently. I'm excited to bring them to you starting next week. I'll have childcare again when I do them, so it'll be definitely a different vibe. But I think one thing that's really important is when you feel the inspiration for something, do it. Even if the circumstances aren't perfect, even if you don't have the perfect lighting, the perfect setting, whatever it is, if you don't have childcare, even show up and do it when you feel that inspiration. That's actually a key of the quantum leap, is making sure that you're showing up when the inspiration flows, because that's when your energy is going to be most powerful towards it. And this is something that I've been feeling inspired to bring to you for about a week now. And today I was like, it doesn't matter if the circumstances are perfect. I got to just show up and do it. So we're going to be coming together. We're going to be talking about the principles of Think and Grow Rich together. I want to hear what's up for you. Where are you looking to grow? What kind of financial quantum leap or life quantum leap are you looking to create, so I can help support you with that? And we can, craft and customize as much as we can the content of these to what you're looking for. Thank you for joining me today. And Luke and Jack, who's in the room as well. And I hope you got something powerful out of this for yourself. All right. Lots of love. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.